Well, I don't feel like cleaning. Do you feel like cleaning? Just kidding. Well, I don't, but it's okay. We can manufacture motivation. While we clean today, we can talk about some of my favorite motivation tips. Also, we'll test out a couple new cleaners and just basically get a lot done. So as we head into fall, we have our house all cleaned up and feeling good. All right, so we're gonna start in the kitchen today. It's not too bad, except a child who will remain nameless left without doing the pots and pans or on the stove. So it's okay, we have a system in place. I just charge people for my time for cleaning. My rate is $50 an hour. And so it'll probably take like 10 minutes. So they can do the math and figure out how much that is. So we'll get those cleaned up, but I always like to start with doing the island and picking it up. I usually start from one end and work my way to the other and then get it washed off and light a candle for some nice ambiance. It definitely feels like fall here in Minnesota, and this candle's called Last Harvest. It smells wonderful, so we'll make it smell good in here too. All right, and then this counter too, I'm just gonna work from left to right. And when it comes to motivation, I mean, I've shared this before, but I like what Mel Robbins says, that motivation is fleeting. Like the actual feeling of feeling motivated, for many of us, it comes and goes. So what do we do then when we really wanna get the house cleaned up and it's not there? It's to get started. And so I love, like in our mentorship group, our mantra is 5 minutes matters, like all the time. 5 minutes matters. And so setting the timer for 5 minutes and just doing what you can. I'm always amazed how even just like tidying up the kitchen, what a huge difference that makes. What really has been one of the coolest things though about decluttering and simplifying our home though is that I didn't realize how bad I felt about myself when I couldn't keep my house clean. Like it really made me feel like I was lazy, like I wasn't a good mom, that I was unmotivated, unorganized, not a good housekeeper. And so for like a couple years, I just focused on work stuff then, because I'm like, well, I can build websites and I can do graphic design and that makes me feel good and people tell me I do a good job, and so then I guess the house will just be what it is and it's fine, you know? And so it really wasn't until we really highly decluttered that I realized like, oh, the problem was that in the past when I would go to cleaning consisted of picking up and putting tons of stuff away. And so I never often got to like actually cleaning, where you're like scrubbing things and keeping them like clean and washing the floor and, you know, descaling and those types of things. So then when it's like, oh, people are coming over, now I like actually need to clean, it would take so long because I wasn't doing the maintenance cleaning. So then when I would go to clean, it would take so long and it was like so hard. And so to me, cleaning was a horrible thing to have to do because I never stayed up on it. And so it was very difficult when I did do it. And so what is so interesting to me now, just fascinating, is that because our house is decluttered, it's so easy to put stuff away that it doesn't take a long time to tidy up. There's not as much stuff out that gets messy. And then the cleaning stuff is actually kind of enjoyable because I do it much more frequently and it's not as hard. And so then you can do a really good job cleaning the stove and scrubbing the sink, and it comes clean fairly easily, and it's enjoyable because it's like, wow, look how good that looks. And so I understand now for people that like really enjoy cleaning, I kind of get it now, because if you're not having to deal with all of this stuff, it's not as hard and it is actually kind of enjoyable. So that has been a huge mind shift for me. And you might see some other hands reaching in on the stove. Corbin came home and so he wanted to help. He's such a great helper. Anytime I'm doing anything around the house, he is always right by my side to help me with it. So I love that, and he's really good at helping too. And I did want to mention, I got the Pink Stuff spray cleaner that I'm testing out on the stove. I don't know if it works any better or worse than any of the other like degreaser cleaners that I have. We did have some like stuck on egg on the stove and it worked very well on that. And so I won't endorse it. I won't say either way. It doesn't smell bad. It smells nice. It doesn't have much of a smell to it. And it worked well enough. So it's fine, but I don't know if it's any better or worse than any of the other degreasers. It was an impulse buy. I saw it at the store and I was like, well, I guess we should try this out. So I don't know, it's fine. But I did use the actual Pink Stuff around the stove, around that circle thing, how stuff can kind of get stuck on that, like the actual round container of Pink Stuff works great on that. So I have been very happy with how well that works. Again, does it work any better than my baking soda, what's the concoction? vinegar and Dawn dish soap. Not necessarily, but it's just so easy to use. It's always ready, it doesn't smell bad, and I don't have to mix it up. So, so I have been using the pink stuff a lot, and I do enjoy that, and I think that that is a good product. It's expensive on Amazon, but it's much cheaper if you get it at like Walmart or a home improvement store. So we got the dishwasher loaded, and then there were some dishes that just needed to be washed by hand, and so then I ran a sink of water so we could do those and get that done. And then the kitchen is actually coming together. So I did want to scrub the sink, so I just sprayed it down with that pink stuff spray. It worked fine. Again, I don't know if it's any better or worse than anything else. But again, my sink wasn't that bad, so it was kind of enjoyable to clean it. And then after that, I just wanted to do a quick sweep of the floor. I did get the question if the O Cedar mop is worth it, if it's good. I really like it, so I wanted to get the whole floor swept so that then a little bit later on we can bust out the mop and mop the floors too. So we'll test it out a little bit later again, but I've been very happy with it for just kind of a more traditional style mop. So, but we can talk more about that later. All right, so now that we got the kitchen all cleaned, we're gonna make dinner. I know that doesn't make sense, but we're making the one pan Santa Fe pork tacos from HelloFresh, so we're hardly gonna make a mess at all.
What Dawn means by that is because it's from HelloFresh, I get to help.
Tom is becoming a HelloFresh master. We definitely noticed right away that the ingredients were very fresh and high quality, and it was so convenient how everything was pre-measured and ready to go. All right, forgot the cheese, we got the cheese now. There we go. This is awesome. This tastes like a restaurant taco. I think the unexpected benefits of this was that it was really fun to learn some different things about cooking. I didn't know you could use the stems of the cilantro. On the recipe card, it said, don't discard the stems. They actually have a lot of flavor, just cut them up really finely. I've always thrown away the stems. And so Adeline and I were talking a lot about that. It was just really fun to try something new, but in a very low stress way because everything was there for you. And her and Tom had a lot of fun making the other recipe too. So if you've been looking to get your family a little bit more involved, I think this is a great way to do so.
All right, so I am not a cabbage person.
All right. Are you actually gonna try it?
And I am not a trier of all things. All right, ready?
They have vegetarian options, low calorie, family ones. Those are the ones we chose from. So you just select your meals, you select your delivery date, whatever is most convenient for you. It just adds crunch like the cabbage does.
Sorry, I just realized that I'm eating on camera.
All right, what do you think?
This is really good. It's amazing. The meat is phenomenal.
Yeah, that's really good. And going back to what I was saying earlier in the video, just feeling like a good mom, to have a good meal that's healthy and isn't all the same things we've been eating all the time. I didn't think I cared so much about that, but it actually felt really good. We're all headed into a busy season here with the holidays coming up. I think this is a perfect time to try out HelloFresh. You can use our code MinimalMom, just follow the link in the description. You'll get 65% off of your meals here in the US, but don't worry, if you're one of our international friends, the code works for you as well with a special discount. All right, we're gonna finish eating real quick and then we'll keep moving. I just have to show you this quick too because it's so cool. We have 25 egg layers now, but our Americanas just started laying eggs, and so that's where we get these cool greenish blue colored eggs, and they're so pretty. And we don't really have any little ones. I guess this one's kind of small. When they first started laying, the eggs are really little, and then they get bigger. Even this one's pretty little still. A full size egg is one of these guys. So they're little at first and then they get bigger. But we're getting 18 to 20 eggs a day right now, which is just crazy. So we're just sharing them with anyone we possibly can. 6 of them are headed to different homes, and then we won't have quite the egg problem. We'll still have a lot of eggs, but it's fun to be able to share them with other people, but my goodness. Well, and especially with the price of eggs in the store right now. But anyways, okay, we're gonna go install a shampoo dispenser in the shower, and then we'll get back to some more serious cleaning. All right, my handyman is we're gonna try and install this. So we're just using the adhesive version of it. Oh, that's a lot of adhesive on it though. It has a little bit of weight to it empty. So that's the only concern, right? Or what do you think?
Yeah, and this is just a fiberglass surround, so we'll just see, I guess.
Okay.
Hopefully we don't have to replace the surround.
Yeah. I'm hoping worst case it just falls off, but I guess we'll see.
Are we putting this at kid height?
That's a little low maybe.
I know, that's why I'm asking. Is it kid height or is it dad height?
Well, dad height is way taller than mom height. I think that looks, I just don't want the shower, the water coming from the shower going down on it so much.
You want it there then?
Yeah, I would prefer that.
Here's the deal. Once it's stuck, it's stuck.
Well, that's what we're hoping, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Do you want to mark it anyway or anything? Okay.
This seems like one of those super detailed projects
Yeah.
that you needed my help for.
Well, if you do it, then I'm not liable if it falls off, so. Did you read the instructions, or are you supposed to like press it in place for like 30 seconds or something?
Did I read the instructions?
All right, I'm gonna look at these real quick.
You're gonna look at the instructions after I put it on?
Yep.
Sounds good.
Oh, they show using a pencil to mark. Just kidding. Oh, that's not the right language. That's.
Oh yeah, it's totally
Spanish.
not. It's totally. I was gonna say it's totally not.
Okay, here we go. Press the wall plate firmly for at least 30 seconds before mounting. Wait minimum 2 hours. Okay, so then once it's on there, we're not gonna put the things on and fill them yet. So we'll let this sit for a couple hours and we'll come back and put everything on it.
What is a couple hours gonna do?
Let it like cure. I don't know.
Here, it's tape.
You know. What are you doing? Why are you putting it on? Stop!
Because I'm Tom.
Okay, well we're not gonna put any of the other ones on yet. Because we're trying to give like an honest review of this product.
No,
so we have to
I
install it
held the
properly.
bracket while I slid it on.
Okay.
So I didn't put any downward pressure on it.
All right, so let it sit for a couple hours and we'll come back and we will fill the containers, okay?
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Yep.
So the dining room table just requires maintenance. It's just one of those things, it's a flat surface. I used to beat myself up in the past and be like, why can't we keep this clean? And now I'm like, it's just one of those things. It's like doing the dishes. You just clear off the table, you know? Or I'm very much more aware not to set stuff down here anymore. Like I'll go to set it down. I'm like, no, you're just gonna have to move that again later, right? And so I'm like, just put it away. So I'm much better at that too, but stuff still accumulates here and it's fine. I appreciated your comments on the video on Tuesday where we were talking about stuff, and if it doesn't add value, then why are we keeping it? And so I really enjoyed your comments and the conversation that took place in the comments, and this idea that stuff really is just meant to be a tool, that it's a physical thing meant to make our life easier. And we all know the saying, like, keeping it's not gonna put the money back in our pocket, right? But we can say that, but actually following through with discarding it or donating it or selling it is like a whole nother level of faith, I think, in this decluttering process and simple living process. And so I just want to encourage you to do what you're comfortable with. Use a time will tell bin if you need to, but keep questioning this stuff and just, you know, be curious about it. Like, is this really making my life better? Like, what could I be doing today instead of shuffling stuff around or organizing or stressed out about having to clean the garage or the basement or the attic or that kind of thing? And so just keep questioning this stuff, and it does get easier and easier over time. And in that video on Tuesday too, I talked about marketing and the power of marketing in our lives to buy things, especially in the bathroom, the skincare products that are gonna make our skin look younger and smooth over our wrinkles, and then the makeup products that will make our eyelashes look thicker and fuller, and the hair products that will add all this volume. It's no wonder I used to just hate decluttering the bathroom, because it was just like, oh, there's $20, there's $15, there's $50, right? That I really thought that it was gonna work well. And I think it's even further complicated now by influencers who just like swear by things, right? And you trust them because you're like, oh, well, yeah, your hair kind of looks like mine, right? So if it works for you, I bet it will work for me. And why would they tell me anything different, right? It's, you know, it's one thing when we'd see like TV commercials and magazine ads, and we knew like those women like were so perfect, and we like, you know, but now to have like our friends online recommending these products that don't always live up to the hype, I don't know, I sometimes feel kind of like betrayed, or again, like, well, there must be something wrong with me. It works so great for her, and then it doesn't work for me, and my skin still looks the exact same, and my hair, don't even get me started, right? And so it's hard to sometimes kind of like sort that out and be like, these beauty products even are a tool. It's a tool to moisturize my skin or to do whatever to my hair. If it's working, great. If not, then it's just a tool that doesn't work for me, right? It's actually nothing personal. There's nothing wrong with me. And the best thing I can do is to declutter it. And I have gone even further with simplifying our bathroom more recently. And I just love how easy it is to get to everything that we use every single day. Like the stuff we use is front and center. It has the best real estate. It's not cluttered by other stuff. It is just like right there, so easy to get to. And that just makes this bathroom function so well, but also makes it super easy to tidy and to pick up because it's very easy to put everything away. All right, so last Friday we did the reset and refresh on our living room, which was very fun. Thank you for the comments. I'm sending the end tables back and I'm glad you all like the new pillows. But here's what surprised me. All of you that said, Dawn, you should just let your family use the pillows. Like, why save something for nice? Like, let them use and enjoy the pillows. And I'm thinking to myself, your family must be so much more sophisticated than mine, because if my family just used the pillows, like just came and like sat on the couch and leaned against them, that would be one thing. But they like bunch them up and like, I don't know, how does it get paint on it and like so dirty? And like they just like build forts with them and sit on top of them, and I don't know what they do to make them look like so pathetic in such a short amount of time. And so I understand I'm not really one to save things for, you know, a special occasion or that, but when it comes to new pillows, I just have such a hard time letting them abuse them right away. So they are stacked up neatly behind that corner of the couch. They still have all of these pillows to enjoy. Maybe I didn't make it clear, like I wasn't getting rid of these pillows. Like they still get these pillows to enjoy, the old pillows, and I get to keep mine nice. I will protect them for, I don't know, a few months, maybe get through Christmas and the New Year. And then after a while, I get tired of nagging about it, and then I just let them do whatever they want with the pillows. So, I mean, like these ones are 2.5 years old, so it's fine. I don't care what they do with them. But it just kind of surprised me. I thought, I don't know. I was like, wow, you just must have people that are so much nicer to your pillows in your home. But it's okay, we can still be friends, and at some point I will let them use the pillows. All right, so it has been at least a few hours now. So let's put let's put all the canisters on. So here's the thing, why I want to test it out before I like endorse it is that it was like $80. You're not supposed to say the prices of Amazon products in case they change. But this was kind of an investment. So I really want to make sure, oh, that does feel like it's stuck on pretty good. I do want to make sure it's going to work well before I give you an endorsement for it. But what I liked about this one is that the tops come off. And so you can fill it from the top. Some of them you had to like unscrew this to fill it. That's not good. And then it actually says on here like shampoo and then conditioner and soap. So I think the shampoo should be the furthest on the left, and then the conditioner. I suppose we could just switch the lids around too. So put that in. And they just have these like round things on the back that go into these little holes here. So it's very easy to take on and off. So it'd be easy to fill it that way too. So so Tom doesn't care what kind of like hair and body wash products he uses. So those are his. For the kids, I've been trying to use like the native stuff, and I'm gonna switch Tom over to that too. Just because it's supposed to be healthier. So that's what I use. And then I also got some native body wash. I didn't realize I ordered like a 3-pack of the different like coconut and vanilla, lavender rose, and cucumber mint. So I think we'll try the coconut and vanilla because the shampoo and conditioner is cucumber mint. So if I don't need everything smelling the same. So I'm gonna fill these real quick, and then like I said, we'll just test it out over a month or so, and then I can give you an actual endorsement. But it does get good reviews on Amazon. I don't know if that actually means anything or not. Ooh, this does smell good. Wow, that is thick. I think I filled that one too full. I didn't think this container would fill that up so much. So, oh man. What can you do? Okay, so now we're gonna use that stuff up and then not replace it. So that shelf will be open, and then it was also the containers off of there. So that's gonna free up the shelves, which it doesn't really matter, except it just makes them so much easier to clean if there's not a lot of stuff on there. So like I said, we'll just test it out. It has to be really heavy now with all of these full. So we'll just test it out and see if that adhesive actually holds up or not, and we will report back. Do you remember when we stenciled this? I still like it so much. That was a long time ago. I can link to the video if anyone wants to know, but I really like it a lot, and it's held up really well. I do have to wash this wall from time to time, and it's actually held up great. Anyways, I digress. This is our desk area. So my computer's here, the kids' computer, and so again, another flat surface that just, I just try to keep it decluttered on a daily, bi-daily, every other day basis. Just keep it picked up, because otherwise it will clutter up very quickly and become like a foot deep, and then that's scary, right? So again, I don't beat myself up. I don't get hard on anybody. It's just like, okay, everybody pick up your stuff. And if they don't want to pick it up and take it, that's fine. I'll take care of it and it can get recycled or go in the garbage. Like, no hard feelings, like no love lost on my part, right? And so I'm always scanning, like, do we have to keep this? And if not, it's gone. Like, it's out of here. So, but otherwise it's just one of these areas that requires regular maintenance. Oh, and you'll see me running around in my house shoes, right? I was joking in our 5 days to an organized Christmas that, you know, once you turn 40, you need arch support and all that. The only problem is because they feel so much like shoes, you run outside in them or you run to your parents' house in them and you forget to put on your shoes, right? But they're very comfortable. They were an investment. They're actually Dansko's. I've never owned Dansko shoes before. They'd be a great thing to like ask for Christmas, I think, but I love them. Like, they're super comfortable, and they were cheaper if you got the leopard pattern. The solid colors were like $15 more expensive, so I'm like, give me the leopard, that's totally fine. So anyways, I like them. They have a little bit of personality, I guess. Okay, so let's take out the O-Cedar mop and mop the floor. Now, here's my disclaimer. I don't have a lot of experience with mops or mopping. My sister has like a steam mop and she really likes it, but it's kind of heavy and clunky. So that's my only other experience with mops. I did have a Norwex one for a while that I liked, but I didn't love how you had to wash it and wring it out and then put it back on. So of those, like the 3 mops I've tried in my lifetime, I prefer the O-Cedar mop. It's just very simple. The wringing feature works really well. It wrings it out really well. I'm sure you've seen those hacks like on YouTube Shorts or Instagram or whatever, where people take like a dollar store bucket and put it into one half. So you have like a clean water bucket and then the dirty water goes into the other part or whatever. I don't even know exactly how it works. I haven't got that complex with it yet, so I just use it the regular way. And it seems to get the floors clean. I put in just a little of the LA's Totally Awesome cleaner. Again, like, I usually start these videos by saying this is like not instructional. This is like the blind leading the blind. So that's how I usually start. Like, this is what I do. I don't know, I make it up as I go. So it works well. It doesn't seem to leave any kind of film or coating on the floor. We have LVP luxury vinyl plank flooring now. It's fine. I don't like it as much as our old one. It actually shows scratches more than our old cheap vinyl plank flooring. So, but I mean, it's beautiful. I love how it looks and everything. But anyways, as far as the mop, the O-Cedar mop, I do like it. I think it functions well. I think it works well. I use it to clean the baseboards too, usually when I'm going around. And so I'm happy with it, and it's fairly inexpensive. It's like under $40 on Amazon. So I would recommend it, but I don't have a lot of experience with mops, but I do know too, I had seen a question about like floor clutter, and I love that Dana from A Slob Comes Clean, she'll say like she sweeps every day, but it's not necessarily to get like crumbs and all that stuff. It's because it forces her to to pick up the stuff that finds its way to the floor. And I think it also encourages us to really question the things that we store on the floor, because we sometimes inadvertently make our life harder by having like extra recycling bins and pet dishes and kids' shoes and toys and rugs and, you know, all this stuff that we just it just finds its way there. And so if we would start to like question that stuff and be like, ooh, would it be easier to sweep and mop if I didn't have this stuff? No, sometimes we don't have another place for it, but if we did, it causes us to start to question that stuff and like, how could I simplify this process or make this a little bit easier? So I don't sweep every day and I don't mop all that often either. So I wasn't surprised when we dumped out the bucket to see how dirty the water is. I mean, living in the country, it's just, there's always dirt coming in. So I am trying to mop more often now than I used to with our old floors. This floor doesn't hide it quite as well either, so I do have to mop a little bit more frequently. But again, I mean, really, we've gone through all the main living areas of our house and it hasn't actually taken that long. So then to do that final step to mop, again, it's kind of fun. I don't know, the kids come around and they're like, can I do it? And I'm like, no, I'm doing it, you know? So I don't know, I really do feel like that as we've decluttered and simplified our house, like if cleaning and staying up with the cleaning has just been a pain point for you, or you get down on yourself, or you're like, I never have the energy or the motivation, keep decluttering. I can't believe how much easier it makes our house to clean, but not just easier, more enjoyable, not feel like such a chore, and super easy for the kids to help. I don't feel bad asking the kids to help now either, because it's just so easy to tidy up and pick up and to clean. And so it's just amazing to me, like just how much better our house functions now that it's simplified. And I don't miss any of the stuff that we've gotten rid of. So that's why I can say this to you very confidently, is because I'm like, I look around and I'm like, I don't even remember the stuff that I decluttered, and I certainly don't miss it, right? So anyways, I would love to know, like, do you have any experience with the O-Cedar mop, or have you tried the new pink stuff, like spray cleaner? Like I said, it's fine. I wouldn't run out to the store and buy it, but, oh, actually, let me show you. I just realized I had this in the laundry room. I don't even know how it ended up in the laundry room, but it's a degreaser too. And then I still have the Target brand one, or whatever the Target one is. So now I have 3 degreasers, and I'm like, oh no, what should I do? And I'm just gonna donate this one because it's fine. Again, it's fine. None of them are like the best thing ever created, but there's no way I'm gonna go through 3 degreasers anytime soon. And so I really encourage you, if you have extra cleaning products, there's a recycling center not far from us where you can donate paint and cleaning supplies. And so I'm gonna together like our old paint and any extra cleaning supplies, and I'm just bringing those there because there's just like, again, it's just more inventory that we have to manage. And by the time, like, to be really honest, by the time I get through the pink stuff cleaner and that other Target one that I have, like, I'm probably just gonna wanna try something new or a new scent, or I'll see something else by then. So then to try and hang on to another one, I mean, I have like 2 years of degreasers here, right? It's just not practical. And if I put it somewhere else to store it, I would not remember that it's there. And so I'm just gonna, well, and this was $1 back when things were still $1 at the dollar store too. So even that, I'm just like, I've already spent way more mental energy on that than $1, right? So I'm just gonna let it go. Hopefully someone else can make use of it, but who knows, because everyone has too many cleaning products, I think. But anyways, hopefully someone can. But I just want to encourage you to declutter your cleaning products as well. Let us know if you like that pink stuff cleaner or the original pink stuff, or your O-Cedar mop, or what you use for a mop, because that is gold. Like, your experience and your recommendations is where I learn everything. So thank you. All right, well, are you doing any cleaning this weekend or anything fun? I would love to know. And I didn't involve the kids in this clean with me, but we actually have a video where we cleaned together. So if you want any inspiration about getting the kids involved, I do often. I have them involved with it, but there's days too where I'm like, I just kind of want to do it by myself today. So I'll link to some of my other cleaning videos if you're looking for some extra motivation from those as well. All right, well, I love you. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you again soon.